The podcast you are listening to of Holmberg's Morning Sickness is brought to you by my friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Trust me on this one. You've had barbecue before, but you haven't had it this good. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale, ericsfamilybbq.com.
When was the last time you had really good Texas-style barbecue? Eric's Family Barbecue, the way it's supposed to taste. Always delicious, never rushed, and prepared to perfection. Eric's Family Barbecue uses only 100% fresh meat, slowly smoked over mesquite wood until it's juicy and delicious. We all know their brisket is the best, but have you tried their pulled pork, pork ribs, or rib tips? Amazing, and their sides are all house-made. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Make the trip. You won't be sorry. Go to ericsfamilybbq.com for more information.
You thought that was funny.
Holmberg's Morning Sickness.
You were laughing like a hyena when he said it.
98.
What the hell is wrong with you?
KUPD.
Living color, it is the Big Red Radio, 98 KUPD. It is 9:42 in the Morning Sickness, and it's Larry McFeely. It is McFeely's Morning Sickness. Holmberg is out. He has got the COVID, unfortunately, but
the Rona.
He's got the Rona. Real quick, want to thank our good friends at Porta Subs for bringing those sandwiches in, because, man, did that hit the spot. That was some good stuff. So thank you, Porta Subs. Very happy about that. It's time for an entertainment drill, correct? So, Brady, entertain me.
It's brought to you by our friends at Tactical Black.
Okay.
So, and the funny thing is John was up there yesterday, did his workout at Tactical Black, came and then did his test after that, and then had to talk to the guys at Tactical Black because he went through a really hard workout. And his theory, kind of as he was talking to me last night, he's like, I think just being active, and this is not me giving any kind of advice or anything like that. But
Thanks, Toledo Rogan.
He thinks being active is kind of maybe not have such a that and the vaccine, of course. So, but if you want to get up there to Tactical Black, I'm sure they're going to disinfect the whole area once John's been up there. But tacticalblack.com. Jay and Josh up there, they'll take care of you. They've also got Peoria, and they've also got down in Chandler, tacticalblack.com. They bring you today's entertainment drill.
There you go.
Congratulations to Paul Rudd. He's People Magazine's 2021 Sexiest Man Alive. Wow.
Yeah. I would have never suspected that.
My wife buys into that.
Not only he would agree with you on this. Paul says, the rumor had it was Chris Evans was going to be the guy.
That I could see.
Yeah.
But Paul Rudd, remember, he started off in Nintendo commercials.
I don't remember that. I remember him in Clueless, but...
Yeah, that was mid-'90s he was in. I think it was the Super Nintendo.
Really?
Yeah.
Paul says, I do have an awareness enough to know when people hear that I'd be picked for this, they'd say, what? This is not false humility. There are so many people that should get this before me. He was surprised to be chosen. He thinks of himself more of a husband and a father. He said he was stupefied, but he's going to embrace it. I'm going to lean into it hard. I'm going to get this, and I'm going to get some business cards made. All of my friends will destroy me, and I'll expect them to. That's why they're my friends. He's also hoping he'll finally be invited to sexy dinners with George Clooney, Brad Pitt, and Michael B. Jordan. And he finally adds, I'm excited to expand my yachting life. He's taking it all in stride.
So here's how good his reach is. Lisa saw the trailer for the new Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Didn't know Paul Rudd was in it. Once Paul Rudd popped on the screen, she said,
I want to see that.
Now we had to see it.
Yeah.
And then it was like 2 commercials later, it was his new series with Will Ferrell on Apple TV, The Shrink Next Door or something like that. And she's like, oh, Paul Rudd again. I'm like, all right.
And I do like him. I think he's
like
great.
him too.
Yeah. I'm not like in love with him like that, but, I think he's pretty good.
R. Kelly's cellmate is having so much fun being his cellie.
Sure.
He wrote a comic book about the time they spent together. The guy's name's Brendan Hunt. He's 37 years old, serving time for threatening to kill government officials. He's trying to convince the court to sentence him to time served and let him go, and he thought these drawings in the comic book would help him. In the comic, Brendan reveals that he doesn't even know who R. Kelly is because when he first started bunking together, Kelly asked him, he goes like, who are you? And he's like, I'm the greatest R&B star in human history. How can you not know who R. Kelly is?
And then he went, do you have your shots? Would you like to come with Rob to America?
Brendan is more of a Megadeth Slayer guy.
Do you have your shots in your passport?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. Do you have your shots?
And everyone in the crowd, all the ladies, they held him up and
I got him.
America.
So Brendan is more of a Megadeth Slayer guy. Dying Fetus is another one of his favorites.
Wow.
But he says that doesn't stop them from doing yoga and aerobics together. And they're super swole, according to Brendan.
From yoga?
They're doing yoga and aerobics together?
Yeah.
In their
And that
cell?
gets you swole?
Yeah, they're just getting
Pumped. Getting ripped.
Do
you have your shots? I do.
And your passport.
Would you like to come with Rob to America? America.
Do you listen to the, Larry, the true crime podcast, Happy Face?
No, I don't listen to that one.
All right, well, this is about this woman, Melissa Moore, who discovered that her dad was a serial killer when she was only 15 years old. Her father, Keith Hunter Jefferson.
She thinks he's the Black Dahlia?
He was known as the Happy Face Killer.
Oh,
Who's that?
He would draw happy faces on the letters he would leave for authorities. He murdered at least 8 women in the early 90s.
Wow.
So the series will now follow Melissa as she's contacted by her father to take credit for one of his victims and then gets wrapped up in the investigation. She will see the impact of her father's crimes, which has on the family, and trying to get her own identity being 15 years old.
What series is that?
It's called Happy Face.
But it's on which streaming?
True Crime Podcast. I don't know.
Oh, it's a podcast.
Yeah.
Podcast, okay.
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
So it's everywhere.
Yeah. I like a lot of those. I listen to a lot of that stuff.
You ready for this? Jake Gyllenhaal for the remake of Roadhouse. He's
Roadhouse?
Yeah, I saw that. You can't remake that movie.
At one time, that's been talked about for a while.
Yeah.
The remake, and it got shot down. Who was originally?
How are they going to redo the final fight? You can't do the throat punch again.
Yeah.
That's true.
Who's gonna take over? Well, maybe they can bring back super old Sam Elliott to do
And Gyllenhaal just seems like he would
Wade
pick
Garrett
that
one
movie.
more time.
He probably would.
Juice. That movie is the swaz, though. I mean, you can't. Come on. That's one that just shouldn't touch. It's not like it was great to begin with.
That's,
but,
just,
you know.
that's one of those cult favorites.
Yeah,
though.
exactly.
If it's on, I'm watching.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Well, the guy behind it, Jake says he's down for doing it, but he's got a couple other projects beforehand, so it's probably 2 years out.
What happens if he gets up and spits in my face? Be nice. You be nice.
Finally, Sylvester Stallone, there's a documentary posted on YouTube where he talks about how he was pulverized by Dolph Lundgren in before.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
It was one
That's
of the
what
fight
happened.
scenes.
I heard he got his ass kicked because Dolph had no idea what he was doing to fake
Right,
box.
he was, throwing a punch, and it ended up going right into Sly's chest. He said, just afterwards, he goes, my blood pressure went up to 260. They thought I was going to be talking to the angels, according to Sylvester. He went to the emergency room. They had to they fly him out there. Low altitude flight.
I was on a plane.
He was in intensive care, surrounded by nuns.
Jeez. They thought he was going.
Got up and finished the fight.
Whoa.
After the
Tough guy.
nuns and the nurses?
Yeah, he made it. He rallied
I
up.
hope he finished the fight.
He got
What
some
are you
more of
gonna
that
do?
HGH, and
You're going to die, Rock.
he got the chicken.
But he got it. How about that? Is that it? Is that all you
That's
got?
it. Yeah.
All right. That's your entertainment drill. Bye.
TacticalBlack.com.
Big, red, and badass.
It's the natural way radio should be.
98.
You've been listening to Holmberg's Morning Sickness Podcast, brought to you by our friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Eric'sFamilyBBQ.com.